Every story is a door. You came here because there's a door calling your name. The orb sees everything. It knows what you need. It has chosen. I only retell. Real or fiction? I won't say. You only need to find meaning for yourself. Listen. Tonight, the orb glows once more. Its ancient light reveals a tale from India. A story of loyalty and karma. Tell me, have you ever served someone who never appreciated you? Have you ever stayed loyal when everyone else walked away? What if I told you that the universe keeps count of every act of kindness? The orb whispers of a man named Raju, a servant for 30 years. Invisible, ignored, yet his heart never wavered. Tonight, we witness what happens when karma finally remembers. Listen closely. In a grand mansion in India, there lived a wealthy merchant. He owned everything: gold, land, power, and he owned a servant named Raju. For 30 years, Raju woke before sunrise. He cleaned every floor, washed every dish, served every meal. The master never thanked him. Not once. He shouted at Raju for small mistakes. He paid him little. He treated him as less than human. But Raju, he never complained. Every night, he folded his small earnings, saved them in a tin box. Under his thin mattress, he thought to himself, I am grateful. I have food. I have shelter. I have purpose. 30 years of invisible loyalty. Then, one dark day, everything changed. The merchant made a terrible mistake. He trusted the wrong people, signed the wrong papers. Within weeks, the banks came. The creditors arrived. The lawyers circled like vultures. His empire crumbled. The grand mansion gone. The gold seized. The land sold. The merchant stood in his empty hall, staring at bare walls, his hands trembling. How could this happen? He whispered. I had everything. The servants fled first. They took what they could carry, disappeared into the night. His business partners, they pretended not to know him. His wealthy friends, they stopped answering his calls. The man who once commanded hundreds now stood completely alone, in the ruins of his fortune. But the cruelest blow came from his own blood. His children, the ones he gave everything to, they turned away. Father, we have our own lives now. We cannot help you. His wife left with their eldest son. To start fresh, she said, without the shame of a ruined man. One by one, every door closed. The merchant wandered the streets, hungry, homeless, broken. People who once bowed to him now crossed the street to avoid him. He sat on a cold bench in the market square, where he once walked like a king. Is there no one, he thought. No one at all. The night grew cold. His empty stomach ached. His pride shattered beyond repair. And then footsteps approached. "Sahib," a familiar voice called. The merchant looked up into the face of Raju, his old servant. "Why are you here?" the merchant asked. "I have nothing to give you." Raju smiled gently. "I am not here to take. I am here to serve." He reached into his pocket and pulled out his tin box. 30 years of savings. "This is for you, Sahib." The merchant stared. "You would give me everything you have." Raju nodded. "Come. You will stay in my home now." His home was small. A single room with a thin bed. A tiny kitchen. Cracked walls. But Raju gave the merchant his only bed. He slept on the floor. Every day, he cooked for the old man, washed his clothes, brought him medicine when he fell ill. He served his former master with the same devotion as before, perhaps even more. Months passed, then years. The merchant grew weaker, his body failing. But his eyes, they changed. For the first time, he truly saw Raju. "Why?" the merchant asked one evening. "Why did you stay when everyone left?" Raju thought for a moment. "Because, Sahib, you gave me a home when I had none. 30 years ago. You did not have to. But you did. I never forgot." The merchant wept. Tears he had held for a lifetime. "I was never kind to you. I treated you poorly." Raju held his hand. "You were my purpose." That was enough. One quiet night, the merchant closed his eyes for the final time. Raju sat beside him until morning light touched the window. He had served until the very end. Days later, a lawyer appeared at Raju's door. "There is a will," the lawyer said. "A secret will." Raju did not understand. The merchant, in his final years, had quietly rebuilt. Small investments, hidden accounts, patient work in the shadows. And he left everything to one name. Raju. The servant became the master. Not through greed, not through scheming, but through 30 years of pure, unconditional loyalty. The universe had watched. Every act of service, every moment of patience, every silent sacrifice. Karma remembered it all. Remember this truth. Serve without expecting. Give without counting. The universe keeps its own ledger. And when the time comes, it pays back everything. The orb grows dim now. but its message remains. Karma always remembers.